A matter of fact, in this course, the only time you'll be offered milk is for your coffee at the end of the meal. Because you might need something to lighten up your experience.
Wow.
Amen. Okay, so we understand here, and this is something as we are looking at this story. And read on verse 13, Prophetess Cynthia, Genesis 27, verse 13.
Yes. And his mother said unto him, Upon me be thy curse, my son. Only obey my voice and go fetch me them. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother, and his mother made savory meat such as his father loved. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob, her younger son.
Now listen to this. Here is divine intuition dressing the son for the blessing.
Yes. Yes.
And some of you are getting dressed for the blessing and don't even know you're being dressed for a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting dressed up for the blessing if you stop second guessing your intuition.
Yes.
Stop second guessing your intuition. There is a divine presence of God in you waiting to feed you everything that you need to know.
Yes.
And this becomes powerful. Read on.
And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands, and upon the smooth of his neck. And she gave the savory meat and the bread, which she had prepared unto the hand of her son Jacob.
Now, you know what? I would almost, and I would have to develop that in a teaching to take that a little further. Because the skin upon the hands and upon the smooth of his neck has something to do with, number one, the hands is a place of giving and receiving.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And if you notice, the mark of the beast is in the hands or in the forehead.
Mm-hmm.
It's also interesting that the neck is a place where all the nerve endings
Yes.
come. So even putting it at the smooth of the neck, it was covering every nerve ending of the body
Jesus.
on some level, psychologically.
Jesus.
Yes.
Because, see, it's the neck that controls the turning of the head.
My.
And so as she's dressing this son, I want to know, what do your neck feel like? Because, see, if the neck has the right feeling, then the head is already in the demonstration.
Yes.
Amen.
That's good. Yes.
Prophetess Leslie, we're glad to have you on tonight.
God
What would you
bless you.
say about this
Master
teaching?
Prophet, oh my God. This is so awesome. It's like you walk in and it's like you don't go into the shallow end of the pool. You walk in and bam, you're in the deep. But when you were speaking about the neck, Your Grace, I was thinking how God had it that Jacob, no, not Jacob, that the son would be full of the feeling first. And when he became full of the feeling in the neck and in the hands, which also feel, that's what enabled the father to be full of the feeling when he felt the sheepskin. It's almost like if he didn't have the covering on the neck, if he wasn't feeling it completely in his own emotion, then the father wouldn't have felt that it was really Esau when he touched him. He would have picked up that there was some hesitation, and he wouldn't have given the blessing. So it's up to us to be full with the feeling, and then God just corresponds. Almost like God comes in with the yay and the amen to what we set in motion.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's why I want you to call in right now, 212-316-2177, 212-316-2177. Call in right now and get your seed, and I'm asking everyone to do a $101 seed tonight, 212-316-2177. And those of you that will do the $3.99, you're going to get 3 calls plus the MP4 player tonight. Well, let's take this a little further. What is Rebecca doing? Rebecca is preparing a new condition because she wants a new expression or a new answer to an old problem. Some of you have old problems that need a new answer. Now, the answer in this situation would have been that Esau, you are the firstborn. So you are to take on the lineage. You're first. But Rebecca, somehow knowing the promise of God, because she had a prophecy while these two was in the womb, and there was a, because now you have to understand this was a prophetic word that was given,
right.
that the younger, or that the older would serve the younger. She carried in her that prophecy and heard when the blessing was about to begin to come forth. She began calling the younger son and said, let me dress you. What are you dressing me for? I'm dressing you for the blessing. You get ready to come. You came grabbing the heel because you knew something in you was supposed to be first. You're the wrong person, but you got the right feeling.
Yes.
And see, some of you have been in life. You might be in a job situation. When they brought you in, your skin might have been too dark. You're the wrong person. But for some reason, you got the right feeling. Everyone is looking up into you. When you walked into a particular area or place, maybe your hair was nappy. And they said, you're too nappy to have this front position. But you know, all you have to do is say, that's all right. I might be the wrong person, but I got the right feeling. Eventually, everyone in this office is going to catch up to the right feeling, and y'all are going to really know who's supposed to be in charge. See, the wrong person, but the right feeling.
Yes.
And see, Jacob, he was the wrong one by Judaic law. The custom, if they went to court, the facts would have had said, you go to prison, Jacob, because you stole. That's why he says, if my father realized what I'm doing,
Yes.
I'll bring a curse on me. But as I shared with you earlier, feelings is Lord of facts.
Your Grace, I also thought it was interesting that the mother, she had a prophetic demonstration in the birthing room with the catching of the heel. And that's something that the father probably didn't see. At that time, they didn't allow, men were not involved in the birthing process the way they are now. So it's almost like that which is done in secret, God brings it out openly. And those things that we get, those prophetic words that we get like on our CD or whatever, those are demonstrations and of things that are going to happen in a broader arena if we catch the feeling of that thing and hold on. And look how many years she had to hold on to that feeling. Yes. She had to hold on it from the time of birth all the way up until the time of maturity for that to happen.
A matter of fact, the feeling had to grow up in Jacob. Because even he was making an excuse when he was ready to get the venison, but he made the excuse, but I don't feel like him. I'm a smooth. The Most High already got that covered.
Jesus.
And see, there's some of you that know you're supposed to be, but you've never taken the guts to feel like you're supposed to be there. You keep apologizing for your action instead of feeling yourself in the existence or in the realm of that experience. Some of you keep feeling like public transportation, that's why you can't get a car. Some of you keep feeling like a certain level of car, that's why you can't get to the next class of car. Some of you keep feeling like a certain zip code, that's why you can't move into the next zip code. Some of you feel like a certain class of service, that's why you can't ride in the next class of service. You keep feeling because you keep believing the person who you are instead of feeling what the divine Father and your divine nature say you are.
Jesus.
212 316 21 7